Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty indeed, as always. What's going on, everybody? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to my little section of the world that I like to call Peep This Out Reviews. It's great to have all of you guys here. Any minute now, we're going to see a bunch of people filing in. Looks like Randy Molina is popping in off of the buffering there, but we've got a lot of other people here in the lobby. So great to be on here with all of you guys. We're about a little over a week away from the Super Bowl, which I'm super excited for, mainly because of all the pizza and all the good stuff I'm going to be having that day for sure. Let's see who's here in the chat. First off, actually, give me the thumbs up. Let me know you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. First and foremost, I want to make sure all the technical goodies are handled over here. Looks like we've got about 31 amazing peeps here in the lobby. There's actually more than that on my side over here, but that number should be stretching up and down throughout the hour. Great to see you guys all in here. What's cracking? Simple Jack, what it do, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. I'm going to go back up to the top here. Looks like we've got plenty of thumbs up. Great to see everybody in effect here. Mi Familia, Mr. Jimmy, I know he's working on some goodies right now. Thanks so much for jumping on. I know you can hear me, Jimmy, so please be careful whatever you're doing over there. Shout outs to you and the fam and homie hugs as always. Let's see here. Erna, 785, number one in this week as well. She is the first one into the lobby when I started this stream up. I always give this a go about 10 minutes before the hour just to kind of get people filed in so that way we can kind of have a little bit more of an audience right away at 8 o'clock until 9. Let's see here. Randy Molina, thanks so much for jumping on. Drew's Food Reviews, looking for a box opening lesson 101. None of that today, but there will be a little bit of an opening of something. So we'll leave it at that for now. Care Bear is in effect. Thanks so much for jumping on, Care Bear. Let's see. EA Storecom 100. Great to see you as well. We've got a lot of other people that are filing in. Tony A. Annette Cervantes. Thanks so much for jumping on. Positive vibes all across the board. You already know what it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the good thoughts throughout the week as well. Direct messaging. Mom's is still having some issues, but you know what? We're getting that much closer to hopefully getting her out of where she is. And that's all I can really say about it right now. I'm just holding a good thought for that. It's been keeping me busy doing other things so I don't think about that. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But let's see here. Brian, Rock Rail fan, thanks so much for jumping on. Kim Jong-un, thank you as well, all the way from Korea. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for jumping on. Mr. Jimmy, Mi Familia, Donut Run, definitely sounds like a plan. That sounds really good, actually. Mark, you should have way more subscribers at such BS. It's okay. It's a grassroots effort. I have a lot of fun creating. Thank you so much. Of course, you guys can always share my content out with all the peeps that you know. That's usually how it begins, and it continues as the new stuff is coming out. It's a group effort, like I said, so we'll get there. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. I'm very happy with where I'm at right now, and things are going really well every single day. Very appreciative of that, of course. Let's see here. Going down, we're getting caught up. Here we go. ScoutRush.com. Appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for jumping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Min Lee as well. Thank you for being here. Lord Darkside, what it do, what it do. Great to see you guys in here. Denton, what's going on? He's all, what's going on here? We're about to get down with some food review fun, some chat fun for the next hour. And if you'd like to hang out with us, you are more than welcome to. This is all for the price of free, which is cool. So let's see. It looks like... Annette, can we get a tutorial on how to properly open a chip bag? Some are a little bit tougher than others, but it usually starts with pulling of the tab in there as well. So you may see that possibly next week. We're not going to be doing that tonight. No hints though. No hints though. But EA Storecom 100, long time no see. No worries. I recognize you right away. Thanks so much for jumping on. Misty Smith, thank you so much as well for jumping on. Ta-da, she says. Thank you. Great to see you guys on here. Larry Nguyen, can't wait for the next food review. There has been a 5-row hit this whole last week for you guys. I have more content than I know what to do with at the moment. There is a lot that's out. There's a lot that's coming out. There's a lot that is currently in the hopper, so to speak, for you guys. You'll see stuff this weekend into this coming week. I've been very busy. So as you're seeing here, Monday through Friday, lots of content there. We'll get into that in just a second. But let's see here. Thanks so much for jumping on to everybody. Misty Smith, what's up? What's up? What's up? Sebasti, thanks so much for jumping on as well. Jeffrey Strogan, I've been reacting to your videos. Jeffrey Strogan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll have to look you up. Thanks so much for jumping on tonight and being part of the community. I greatly appreciate that. Hopefully you're liking what you're seeing there, Jeffrey. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Lord Voldemort, love the green lightning. Yes, I definitely love all of the goodies here. Trying to keep you entertained while I am chatting away because it's all about the visuals here as well to keep you into what you're doing. But thanks so much for jumping on to all of you guys. Larry Nguyen, everybody. Trying to acknowledge everyone as much as I can here. But guys, thank you so much for jumping. Simple Jack as well. Thank you so much. Have you seen what's doing? Great to see you guys. It is really Constance Cherry as well. A lot of my day ones that are in here too there. Thank you so much for jumping on. It is amazing to be here with you as always. So guys, like I said, thank you. Welcome to the stream. It is great to be here with you guys right now. Just to get a little I guess housekeeping out of the way. Should you guys wish to donate to the channel, you are more than welcome to do that. You'll find the little dollar symbol at the bottom of your chat box for super chatting here on YouTube, as well as directly in the description down below. A multitude of ways to do that through PayPal, which actually is probably the preferred way because super chatting takes a little bit from you if you do it here on YouTube. But again, thank you so much. If you do decide to do that, you guys will become official sponsors of the channel down below in the description box. As well as the first pinned comment. You guys will be able to actually have all that information there as well in terms of getting in touch, that type of thing. But the description box will have you guys listed for the week in there as well too that way. So if you're catching this on the replay and you'd like to do it after the fact, take a look down below at the first pinned comment. You guys are greatly appreciated in my eyes. Of course, it is definitely grassroots effort all across the board. A little goes a long way, but thank you for being here right now. So let's see who else we have got in here. It looks like we are pretty much caught up here. Very cool. All right. Very cool. Great to see everybody in. Simple Jack chilling, literally cold down here in Houston, Texas. It is definitely getting a little bit chillier here as well. It feels just like winter actually, which is pretty nice, minus the snow here in Southern Cali. Have you seen did you see the latest episode of the Book of Boba Fett? Yes, I actually ended up watching it literally about an hour and a half ago, believe it or not, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about there. Have you seen it? I don't want to spoil anything here in the chat, but let's just say if you are a fan of certain other characters that may have shown up in the last Mandalorian series, I'm probably blowing that one slightly. Let's just say you're going to enjoy the episode because it was really cool. So super excited and judging by what they did as well, it's definitely an awesome situation. Critical Eats Japan, yes, you can also help on Patreon. Becoming a member is always the preferred way too. That way, that's a monthly contribution. And again, I greatly appreciate that. Welcome Critical Eats Japan in the house as well. Another one of my day ones. And also a patron too, as well as Patreon as well. Paul does it really big. I've been retweeting out a lot of the stuff that he's been putting out as well. Really great, awesome content creation from Paul officially over in Japan. You guys should be jumping over to Critical Eats. If you have not been there already or haven't been lately, you should, because it is definitely a banging situation on the other side of the planet. Which makes this community very small at the same time, yet vast because the reach is global, which is cool about YouTube, right? So kind of crazy to think that I'm actually being aired somewhere around the world, and people can actually watch and interact should they wish to here. It's really kind of a cool thing, and I feel very humble and grateful to be able to do that. So very much appreciative for all of you guys being here right now. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Going down the line really quick. Looks like Jackie Hero Food Reviews jumping in there as well. Thank you so much. And Critical, no worries. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate all the amazing content creators. When I see that stuff in my feed, always it goes out there. So there is some really awesome stuff from the community that's out there as well. A lot of stuff has come out here in the States the last week and a half or so, and it's only going to snowball in as Super Bowl is beginning, and it's kind of expected at the same time. But you've got a bunch of videos coming this coming week naturally. You guys should be pretty much in tune with what's been going on my channel anyway, because you'll find the rest of the hacks coming up from Mickey D's, finishing out Pizza Hut as well. There's been a lot of content filmed and a lot of stuff going on right now. I literally haven't really slept too much, but I'm having so much fun doing it. So speaking of content, let's just get right on into the breakdown. Guys, 5 videos in 5 days, including a stream tonight that will be out tomorrow, and then you'll see something on Sunday. So it's literally like 7 videos that you'll see this week, which is just nuts because a lot of this stuff I've had in process, a lot of stuff that I've been building. So you have a lot of really fun stuff to come out as well. Starting off, obviously, with the Spicy Lovers Pizza, the Hawaiian chicken variant from Pizza Hut. A lot of fun checking that out for sure. And actually, before that, let me go back a second. The Triple Bacon Beast Burger from Carl's Jr. I think we talked about that last week as well. After Pizza Hut, of course, the McDonald's hacks begin. So you'll find the first one from the Crunchy Double, which was a lot of fun to do. Had a lot of requests for the Yoshinoya Japanese udon noodles. I think I can probably get a little layer of authenticity of how well that looked from Paul from Critical Eats Japan. I had a little bit of an interesting experience with that one, and I'll leave it at that. So definitely take a look at that video if you haven't seen it already. Yesterday, we had the Surf Plus Turf, which is another banger of a situation for the menu hacks over at McDonald's, which was a lot of fun to do. And of course, you've got 2 left, not to worry, because those are coming very soon. Those are already done. And then today, the Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos. That was actually a pivot video with that there, because with my regular schedule coming on, that was actually filmed yesterday, put together last night, and then what you're seeing is the quality of that video today. So that one literally was a super fast turnaround, and considering how much went into that, I'm very glad how it turned out. There's one thing about my content, I am never going to phone it in ever. So you're always going to see this exact same experience in every single one, whether it's graphics, whether it's just the stuff that you're used to seeing. I very much am past the days of trying to get to something the same day and to try and put it out the same day. I used to do that in the very, very beginning, and honestly, I really didn't like doing that after a while. I'd rather give you a little bit of time, give you something to look at, give you something visually interesting at the same time, I think. And then naturally, that's what you're going to get from my channel whenever I put out a review, which to this past week, like I said, was 1 a day for 5 days straight. And more coming, guys. Like I said, my laptop has really been in use pretty heavy the last week and a half or so with what I've got going on. So if you guys are digging the content this past week, please give me a thumbs up over here in the chat, as well as a thumbs up down below. And actually letting YouTube know by giving me that thumbs up down below is the preferred way as well. But if you want to put some of those thumbs up on the chat over here, I'd greatly appreciate that. So good times indeed here on the channel this past week. Let's see here. Go back to the chats. Let's see who we got in. See a lot of other people that are joining in here right now. Scott Messerschmidt, thanks so much for jumping on. Tried the Flaming Hot Cool Ranch Taco Bell. Yes, that's actually not over here just yet. But the Cantina stuff is out there as well. It's not on our menu over here to try those just yet. But I'm looking forward to that, of course. I got to take a look and see if I did a version of that already, just to kind of see there. I know that the Big King is back at BK, and I've already done that back in the day. That was actually the video that I shot before I had gone into the hospital with an issue. And that's why it's very hard for me to watch that video, because I was not feeling well when I filmed that video. But the Big King XL was the returning item over at BK, which I've known about for a bit there as well. So naturally, if you want to see exactly what that is, of course, it's on my channel in the BK playlist. Thank you so much for checking that out if you haven't already. I believe I put that in the community tab as well if you want to find it easier there. Misty Smith, I tuned into your live stream while I wait for the Toilet Papers live stream on Sunday. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that, Misty. I appreciate that. Min Lee, had to watch the Winter Opening Olympic ceremony in Beijing. Actually, I think The Rock has an intro on that I saw was coming out there. I got to see exactly how that went down, just to see. Erna, did you check out Glimmer Song? Curious about what you thought about it. You know what? I have not, Erna. I do apologize, only because this past week was pretty nuts with stuff going on. But I'm definitely making note of that to see about that as well. I have to look at that on Spotify just to see there. But I'm going to watch the replay back when I do the editing for this to put out the replay tomorrow. And I'll make sure that I take a look at that for sure. So Jackie Hero is in there. Thanks so much for jumping on. Another awesome main member of the community up in Canada. A lot of fun stuff coming out over there on Jackie's channel. Make sure you jump on over, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Simple Jack, Subway is decent, but they need to bring back the $5 footlong. Yeah, I remember those very well. Scott Rush, love watching Paul's vids and collabs. Very cool. Yes, he's definitely got a lot of great content on there. And just seeing how life is outside of the norm and just kind of putting that stuff together and getting the perspective of others is really, really cool. And Paul definitely has a knack for that on his channel. It really is pretty nice. Feels very organic and very natural, which is really cool. Michael Domayer, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. I'm seeing all the thumbs up over here. I'm getting caught up. Outlaws Generation in the house as well. Mike, what's going on, brother? Thanks so much for jumping on. Great to see you. Great to see you. Chevy 5 Speed. In effect, Lord Voldemort is in the house. Watch out, guys. Lord Voldemort is in the house. But he was vanquished in the movies. Is this the real one? Is he back? Let's see. Snibs Rule, have you tried the Carl Jr. spicy ham-breaded chicken sandwich or biscuit? Not the hot honey one. I got to take a look and see. I've done a whole bunch of stuff at Carl's. I got to take a look at that there. I know I've done a bunch of chicken sandwiches. Anything specific? Probably have, because I know the flaming stuff or any just the real hot stuff, of course, I've done. And naturally the hot honey stuff, of course, because that's the most recent. Dom's World, what it do? KFC Beyond Chicken Nuggets were okay, but I would not get them again. Yes, I know the feeling. I understand completely. You already know what it is. On the downside, your Taco Bell reviews are useful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're digging the content, and they are of use to you because I aim to please, naturally, enlighten, inform, and entertain, giving you something visually striking, something to kind of look at, and you'll probably figure out something about what I'm talking about by the end of the video. You'll learn something, whether it's what's in it, whether it, the detail, that type of thing. So I appreciate it. I'm glad you're digging the content. Have you seen it? Finally got a chance to try those new McDonald's menu hacks menu, but sadly, since there was a bad staff that day, they really messed up my order. That's no bueno. Hopefully you took it back so they can make it right for you. Have you seen it? It's very important. Let's see. Yes, had it on the menu, tried to order and not available, and they took it away. Let's see, going down. What do I think about the spicy chicken sandwich from BK from Bilgun Uzi? Oh man, I'm totally butchering that name. The spicy version of that ham breaded is my favorite out of the group by far. Really, really solid. Really solid. I enjoyed it. That was a fun video to make too, by the way. I've done all the chicken sandwiches at BK up to this point. Have you seen it? Do I like The Rock? I do. Just a little overexposed right now, a little overdone. But he's definitely got his hands in everything. God bless him. He's doing what he's got to do, whether it's with Under Armour, and Zoa energy drinks and all the other stuff that he's pimping over there for sure. He is definitely doing it big. Erna, I didn't know you edit the stream. Isn't it continuous? I thought you didn't need to edit anything. It's just basically getting it ready for the next day by making a thumbnail for it and then basically putting everything into the description and setting things up. Maybe some of the timestamps for something that I put in there as well. There's no physical editing of what you're seeing. As I'm doing this right now live, I can't change any of that, nor do I want to. I want to keep it just as it goes all the way through. It's just getting it ready and dressed up and packaged so that way when you guys see it appear on my channel, it's got a nice thumbnail and it's all set up down below. That's the main reason. And Drew, yes, Ian loves Subway sandwiches. I did at one point. Annette, do I like kombucha? I do, but it's a little rough with me because of the vinegar and just the way that it's the harshness of it there. The wifey loves it though, and I've tried it. Usually with the chia seeds and things that are in there as well. It's very good for you though. Very good for you. William K. Shank, what's doing? Hi from Illinois. Enjoy your channel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Homie hugs too. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're digging the content. I have a lot of fun with it. I definitely have a lot of fun with it. Constance Cherry, the new Ghostbusters and the Cliff's Big Red Dog and Racket Man. What is that about? I love the new Ghostbusters film though. It was really good. Michael Domeyer is staying warm in Detroit, 14 degrees right now. Man, that is the crazy factor. Hopefully the wind chill is not like, more than that, because it's definitely going to be colder. It's craziness right there. Simple Jack, that's why my head was starting to hurt. Go away, Voldemort. Jackie Hero, everyone please check out all the awesome channel creators you see here in the live stream chat. Agreed, agreed. All of the peeps that are out here right now. And whoever may be watching from the background, kind of like, skulking around in the back there, make yourself known here in the chat. We're one big happy community. You guys are more than welcome to talk about what you may be working on. Whatever may be going on there. There seems to be kind of a thing with, with that, I guess, on other channels from what I've heard. I've never really had a problem with that at all, of course. Let's see. Have you seen finally got a chance to try one of the new McDonald's hacks menu item, but sadly there was a bad, okay, that was from before. Oh, it was a crunchy double, okay. That one was kind of like, I usually get those separately, and just to try them together was kind of fun to do, honestly. But the one that I did recently, and you'll see the other two, obviously, those are in the can already. I won't give that away, just yet, but you obviously know process of elimination, what's left, right? But still, definitely an interesting situation with just what that was chosen, why they chose those particular ones to be the official menu hacks. I really thought it was pretty interesting, to be honest. Zack Attack Studios, love your food reviews. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Zack Attack. Yes, Ghostbusters Afterlife was good, Dom. Absolutely. I'm going to get into the review in just a minute or two here, guys. I just want to go through here and acknowledge as many as I can here as we go. Larry Nguyen, do you know like Subway, but the name of the sandwich you will after it's called the Peep This Out sandwich? Which one is that? Wouldn't that be crazy to finally have an official thing from Subway when I kind of like loathe doing anything from them on the channel, period. Anyway, after so many years of having that in my previous life, working life with that. Sebasti, have a great relaxing weekend. Try not to overdo it in work. Yes, gonna try. That's talking to Annette there. Very cool, very cool. Adriana Villalba, thank you so much for jumping on. What's up to you? Okay, live here in Washington State and Yakima County. Thank you for sharing that. Very cool up there. I've never been, but thank you for joining me from where you're at right now. I'm here in Southern Cali, San Gabriel Valley, Pasadena area. Very close to the Rose Parade route over here. Let's see here. Ian the Peep Kiner, according to Drew, with the two little chicks right there. Very cool, very cool. Oh, those are the movies that you watched from Constance Cherry. Okay, cool. Cool. Sebas fam, what it do? What it be? What it do? Best YouTuber ever. What's up, Ian? I appreciate you, Saber fan. Thank you. Great to have you on here. Great to see you again. William K. Shank, do you think Pizza Hut and Domino's have different levels of quality? Absolutely. The Pizza Hut and Domino's here in Northern Cal are tasteless. You know, it really kind of depends on sometimes the location. For me, depending upon the recipe, I tend to think, believe it or not, Domino's has, I think, a superior pie for certain, recipes that they have. Their Philly cheesesteak is bomb. I did that actually on my channel. That's one of my favorite videos because that Philly cheesesteak pizza was amazing. From Domino's. And then naturally, the stuffed crust things and the stuff they do over at Pizza Hut are really good too. They've done the Beyond Meat stuff, which I've actually got on the channel as well. There's a whole bunch of reviews from both of those guys here on the channel. Definitely take a look at those playlists. But I am definitely a fan of both, but they all have their strengths and weaknesses. I got to tell you though, the spicy goodness from Pizza Hut was pretty amazing. I mean, the 3 different variations of that, and you'll see the next one, the last one soon from that, the veggie. But I gotta say, just overall, the quality is really good on that. They did a really good job, the culinary artist, putting that together. And just overall, I had a lot of fun checking that out and to see exactly what went into that, especially for the first one, for the webinar that I was on and just kind of chatting with some of the people offline. Really good stuff with that as well. But that's probably one of the better ones that they've had out in a long time, actually, aside from the Detroit style, which was really good. And then naturally with this one, really good as well. EA Storecom 100. Was watching your 7.1 earthquake live stream play before this stream. Yeah, the fond memories of me almost blacking out actually during that, feeling that weirdness underneath me while this was going on. That was crazy during that time. Very much a crazy situation. Let's see, PCZ 2019 Until We Die 2050. Do you remember the Hawaiian hot dog, you and Ken? Yes, at VidCon. I don't remember, that was from one of the food trucks that we did over there, but that was definitely a pretty interesting video from that. Good times. Let's see here. My chat just jumped up. Hang on one second. I'm trying to catch up. Keep it together. Where am I at here? There we go. Plaid shirt guy. What it do? What it do? Great to see you. You changed your name, but it's all good. Let's see here. Ernest785. Prefer seltzer any day over kombucha. That's what he says to Annette. Critical 50K video is a Subway reaction for better or worse. You know, that I'd probably consider doing actually, Paul. I know that there's talk about once we get to 50K, that would be something. I would prefer 100K quickly. That would be awesome. But yes, definitely something special we got to do for 50. We're actually coming up very soon on the 36,000, 37,000. I think we're all over the place right now. Definitely, it's been going very nicely here on the channel. I'm really loving the organic growth and a lot of what you guys are putting into the videos and acknowledging. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun for the last, coming up on 9 years. It will be later this year. Crazy. Let's see. Scott Rush, have I seen The Mummy 2017? Yes. Tom Cruise I thought was okay in it, even though it was a little miscast, but the way they left the ending, naturally they're kind of rebooting it again from there, so we'll never see what went on from that point, but it was interesting what they did with it. Very much a different film compared to the original. I did not like Russell Crowe in that at all. He did not prepare for that movie, didn't really fit the role, didn't embody it, and I just didn't like his character at all in that movie at all. Min Lee, did I watch the Winter Olympics? I did not. No, haven't seen anything just yet with anything with that, to be honest. I have been literally just grinding it out, making content, and just trying to deal with a lot of stuff in the background outside of it. That's really pretty much been my life the last week and a half. There's been so much going on filming wise, so much going on creating wise, and much with everything going on with the fam. It's just been one of those things there. Adriana, no, I live here in Pasadena, California by your house. Cool. There's a lot of people that live in Pasadena. Aaron Trujillo, how are you feeling? Not bad, not bad. I'm glad to be on here with you guys tonight. Definitely. I always look forward to these streams. It's always a good way to connect with each and every one of you guys. I definitely have a blast doing it. And I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much for jumping on. Naked Eyes, always something there to remind me. Yes, always something there to remind me. Dun, 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 dun. Jonah Moreno, no way you're in Pasadena. Have you ever been to Lucky Boy? Yes, I reviewed them on the channel. They're not in any specific playlist. I think I may have maybe LA, the LA version, possibly. I don't think I actually added even that. But do a search for Lucky Boy. Peep this out. You'll be surprised what's going to show up. Try their breakfast burrito or Pie and Burger. I've actually gone to Pie and Burger a few times with the wifey, for sure, over there on California. So yes, I'm definitely a fan of all of those places. And Lucky Boy I actually had last week, believe it or not. I actually brought that over to my sister's place. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Glad you're digging the channel, Johan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, I am a local along with you there. Tony Schultz, missed the pepperoni Detroit style pizza from Pizza Hut. I do too, but what's old is new again. And even though that's pretty recent, they've already brought it back twice now. So including the original time. Actually, it's been out twice, I guess. So yes, some more stuff would be nice to see, different variations of that, and maybe a stuffed crust version. That would be cool. That would really be really tasty. I can just imagine. Dom, McDonald's should have added the McX1035 to their hack menu. Yes, I agree. You know, it's a little bit of a lazy situation with a few of these choices, and the next one that you'll see, well, I can't give it away, but you know, it'll definitely be, like I said, process of elimination. You can choose one of two, and you'll know what the last one eventually will be. So we'll see. Drew says the 50K Subway review. You're just itching for that, itching. Ron San from Yoshinoya, peep this out. Thanks so much for jumping on. Had a lot of fun checking out Yoshinoya. I don't do too much Yoshinoya, once in a while, because they don't really do too much, and some of the stuff I've done I already have in the playlist. They usually bring back some of the things I've already reviewed already, for sure. But definitely definitely dig the Japanese udon noodles to some degree. It was just an interesting experience when I filmed that one, actually. So good times. But yes, I already reviewed those, so take a look in the playlist. Before you guys ask me to review something, do a quick search on YouTube. You may see it's there already. Just do whatever it is you're looking for and then put peep this out after, or just peep, and it'll be flags and you'll see it. James Morrison, happy Friday. Hope your mom's feeling better. Looking forward to the review. Yes. What every day is just moving closer and closer. Zacatech Studios, yes, of course. Wendy's, all the good stuff there. It's about time they actually had something new, right? I'm sure that those are all going to be day ones for a lot of people putting those things out, of course. You already know. Let's see. Plaid shirt guy, I did laugh a lot. Hope all is well with you. Everything is going as good as it can, my friend. But thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate that. I like the plaid shirt guy avatar name, which is pretty cool. Is that coffee you're drinking? It absolutely is not. I'm doing light sips as we're about to hit the review in 2 minutes. Coming down, the countdown is beginning. Erna, I think the growth has been orgasmic. There you go. All right, Erna. Adriana, I'm going to try the cheesy bread from Papa Murphy's and pepperoni pizza, so they should be bomb. Hey, that just sounds like a beautiful combo either way. I've never had Papa Murphy's. I'm always thinking that's kind of like the other version. Kind of like you have Hardee's and Carl's Jr., and you have Papa John's and Papa Murphy's, but they're two completely different entities from Papa's, I'm sure. But Carl's, it's the same, with the minus a couple of items here that may be different from either side. But they use the same logo, the same, you know, happy face logo, Mr. Happy, that type of thing. Larry Nguyen, you should have got to 100K subscribed to get the Subway. There you go. If you want to see it that much faster, if you guys haven't subscribed, you should be hitting that subscribe button down below. There is brand new content every single week, multiple times for the last 8.5+ years now, it seems to be, and going strong. Lots of good stuff over there. Raider C, Lucky Boy breakfast burritos are kind of overrated. Tops has them beat. You know, I like Tops, but they're a little bit smaller than Lucky Boy, and that's why Lucky Boy, I think, always gets the props for that. Because they put a lot more into it for the money, naturally. But I do like, you know, Tops naturally too there. They really are pretty tasty as well. Victor, definitely enjoyed the new Spider-Man film. Absolutely, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Adriana, can you try and speak Spanish? No. I don't really know anything for Spanish. Que pasa, or I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I'm not going to try it right now for you, but I appreciate it. I mean, there's Spanglish, possibly. Randy, did you try the new Mountain Dew Spark? I have not. I cannot find any of that stuff around here. I'm always late to the game when it comes to that stuff. Tony Schultz, do you have any food hacks you like to create at home? Pretty much everything that I eat outside of doing my reviews, if I'm taking the protein out of, I'm going to use some of that in whatever I'm making. So that's technically a hack, but nothing that really stands out as being something I can tell you. But at the same time, like I said, it's usually a mixture of a few different things because I don't want it to go to waste, and I want to take what I can out of it, protein-wise, throw away the carb stuff and the sauces, that type of thing. Ron, can you review the new Yoshinoya? Yes, we just talked about that. Take a look. It's already on the channel. All right. Let's see here. Last couple before we get into the review. Have you seen it more specifically when they did the Crunchy Double? They told me that I had to build it my own. Yes, you have to do it yourself. They're not going to do it for you. They gave me too many nuggets, 10-piece for it, and they forgot to give me barbecue sauce. Man, you got to check those bags before you do it. Misty Smith. Have a question. My question is, what kind of eggs do you like to eat? Well, scrambled is always fun, but over medium is definitely a favorite of mine. And usually with French toast, which I just did with the wifey recently, with a little side of grilled ham. Only because I like to kind of crack the egg open and have the yolk run, and then I use the French toast to kind of mop some of that up with a little piece of the grilled ham. It is really, really tasty. And yes, have you seen? I've known about that for a little bit from the new spicy Cool Ranch goodness coming from Taco Bell officially. All the Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco stuff is out now on the channel. And we are about to get into it. So let's see here. Going on down, I think I'm going to stop right over. Have you seen a favorite Taco Bell menu item? Quesarito, definitely one of my favorites. Probably the top, and then the Crunch Wrap is right there with it. Very, very close to the top for sure. Let's see. Going down the line. Okay, looks like you guys are chatting amongst each other. Very cool. Okay, Thulsul, thanks so much for jumping on. What's the worst food you've ever tried? You've tried this year so far? Wow, there really hasn't been anything crazy. So far, it's been pretty decent, to be honest. There's nothing that really jumps out as being horrible. So it's still early, though, in the year, so we'll have to see. Let's see. 3 keys they have. Mountain Dew Spark at the Monrovia Vons. Cool. That's right in the same plaza as the Wendy's that I go to. So we'll have to see about when I go do that stuff next week. We'll see about that for sure. Guys, there was just so much coming out. I can't build it fast enough. There's a lot of content that's out there. But rest assured, you're going to find it here on the channel. And I'm definitely excited to put it together for you guys for sure. SG Sports Talk channel, thanks so much for jumping on. Appreciate you. And yes, Min Lee, I did try the Cantina Crispy Tacos. The sandwich I did originally as well. You'll find all that in the Taco Bell playlist. But today those came out earlier at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time here in the States, for sure. Drew, you didn't like the Beyond Nuggets from KFC. They were okay, not bad. A little bit chewy the first time that I had the first one, but then they got better as I went. Remember for the second one, it was actually pretty decent when I did the test market version of them. As well, but for some reason the official variant of it, maybe it was just the way that they made it for me, that type of thing, but it was fun to check out. Definitely fun to check out. Let's see. Going down. Okay, don't think they're being lazy at all. All good from Thulsu. There you go, caught up as well from Jackie. And that Subway review, Sour Patch Kids chips Ahoy cookies at 37,000. Oh, that's hilarious. You know, with the Sour Patch Kids, I think we did those a while back, if I'm not mistaken, Annette. I think I did those on stream. Sour Patch Kids. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that there. All right. If you guys are ready for the review, let's see. How can I do this here? If you are ready for the review, let me see a... Give me a cat. Give me a cat over here in the chat. I'll do that in honor of Drew's food reviews here. Give me a cat. Not to say that there's anything that, you know, he does anything to cats, like cutting cats or anything like that. He has a couple. But let's see a cat here in the chat. Yes, I did. Almost threw up on those. Okay, good. All right. I had a discussion with my wife actually earlier, and the reason why I'm saying with cats is because my wife thinks cats are evil, and I don't think they're evil. I know that they have a certain connotation of being a certain, you know, I guess a stereotype of being mean, that type of thing, but naturally they just don't care as much as dogs. I love cats personally. I think they're beautiful. I just think they're really, really amazing creatures. And I just wanted to see a few over here to see what you guys came up with. And it looks like we've got more faces and then the actual cat as well too, which is pretty awesome. Very cool. Jeffrey Strogan, by the way, I shared your live stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. I got to take a look and see what your reaction videos to my content are. Very curious to see what you've done. Hopefully, like I said, you're digging them. But I appreciate you being here for sure. Sammy, what it do? Long time to talk, got major great news. Cool, cool, cool. Hold on to that until I finish the review, Sammy. So before you go into further here, because I got the chat frozen on my side where the cats are coming into play. So I won't be able to kind of, you know, chat with you guys directly, and I'll kind of watch some of these back after I'm done with the review when I'm doing the replay stuff. But thanks so much for jumping on. And Critical, I appreciate the laughing cat right there. He's in tears right now. Okay, so if you guys remember last week, I reviewed an awesome variation of Oreo, their ultimate chocolate Oreo, which was really something special. I really enjoyed the heck out of that. I think I gave that like a 10 out of 10, which was crazy. Which, by the way, guys, I appreciate 63 peeps in the house right now. If you guys haven't hit that like button down below, smash it up. Anyone who may have donated to the channel on PayPal, there's nothing super chat here. I will definitely take a look after the fact, but thank you in advance for that as well. But last week we did the ultimate chocolate chip or ultimate chocolate Oreos, and those things were banging. I mean, I love chocolate in general, and they did an amazing job with that there. Really, really good stuff. So what I mentioned was now I got to try the next variation. So we're going to just jump right into it, guys. Toffee Crunch flavored cream on this one. This just looks incredible already. Take a look at that there. Toffee flavored cream, artificially flavored with sugar crystals on the inside. So as you guys can see, I know it's kind of contrasty because of my lighting that I have here right now, but a beautiful situation. This apparently is new and it's family size. So if you guys haven't had these just yet, I hear amazing things about this. I think Maureen Descatato, I don't know if she's here on the chat just yet, but she was telling me that she got these over at her local Walmart. This was actually, I got these at my local Vons, which is kind of like, not Kroger, but it's like another variation of that over here by us. A good situation with that as well. Buzz7332 jumping in. I appreciate you jumping on. Thanks so much for jumping in there. Better late than never. Thank you. Appreciate for the super chat. Of course, you're going to see right there. Your name is down below, Buzz. Great to see you on. I hope you're doing okay and you're feeling all right. So guys, Toffee Crunch. This is going to have to do a lot of goodness for me right now in terms of flavor to really overtake the ultimate chocolate from Oreo, because that's easily my favorite so far right now. So if you guys are fans of toffee, give me a thumbs up here in the chat. Jump it in over here. I'm very curious to know if you guys are down with this particular thing. I like toffee. My sister actually makes it from scratch around the holiday time. She does an amazing job on it, even though years ago, during the process of like kind of melting down the butter, and she kind of burned herself on her hand when she was spilling. Something happened and she's got a scar on the top of her hand. But my sister goes at length to really kind of create culinary masterpieces for the holidays, that type of thing. It was really great to have, but I love toffee generally with this. So we're going to have to see how this goes down. So for anyone who may be wondering what's in the cup, I have got some Khalifa Farms almond milk, which is the closest thing to actually regular milk that I've tasted. It's got a very rich, frothy type of taste, which, by the way, I'm digging right now. It's really good. I've had so many different versions of almond milk from Trader Joe's, from Kroger, that type of thing. That is actually the best. Hashtag unsponsored, the Khalifa Farms variation, which they make a mocha cold brew, which is banging as well. But all right, let's stop stalling with this one. We're going to get into Toffee Crunch flavor cream, and this is one, it's got sugar crystals, so I'm expecting a little bit of grit on my teeth with this one here. Let's give this a shot. Let's see. Thulsu says he hates almond milk. Nothing beats real milk for me. Understand, but with me having a little bit of a glass system, I got to go easy with it. So let's give this a go. We're going to crack this open. You guys will get the first look on the inside. Take a look there. It is not as thick. Wow, I am smelling toffee from behind it. This is really strong, but you know what? I do have my little fan blowing on me here right now, so that could be the reason for that. It is very strong, though. Oh, yeah, that is authentically toffee. I'm actually getting flashbacks of my sister's toffee, actually, with this that she makes. This actually is really cool. Wow. I think I'm going to like these already. I mean, like I said, I like toffee. I'm more of a chocolate guy, though. I mean, that's the thing, but nondescript Oreo in there as well. So we'll try and get this somewhat to focus. Okay, there you go. And let's just here open this up. See if it's got, well, it's a thick thing of, well, try and put this down over here. It's a pretty thick layer of cream, guys. I mean, look at that. Can't see anything differentiating between the sugar crystals or anything on here, but the thickness is on point with that in terms of what we've got here right now. So let me just put this over my laptop here and let's give this a try. Just the toffee cream by itself. I'm very curious. Toffee Crunch because of the crystals. Here we go. Mmm. Wow. It's buttery. Almost mapley, but the essence of toffee is there. John, what it do? Hello to my friend Jesse, who is driving right now. Appreciate that. Shout outs to Jesse. Be safe on the road. Hopefully you're just listening to this as you go. Watch the replay when you get home later on tonight, or actually tomorrow. But thanks so much for jumping on, and again for the super chat donation to Jesse. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely mapley. John, thank you for that. I appreciate that. There we go. Jumping up on the screen there. There you go. That's actually not bad. Okay, let's give it a shot. Toffee crunch. I didn't really get any crunchiness, not the crystals with that, but let me just try and get it to go. Maybe I'll kind of get it with everything together. It's buttery. It's got that buttery vibe of toffee. Freshly made toffee. As in, oh man, that is good. Wow. As in that type of toffee, candied toffee. Wow. Oh man. If my sis is watching right now, I don't think she's made herself known here in the chat. This is a banger already. Hang on. Oh. Whoa. That is vibrant toffee. And we haven't even gone for a dip yet. We're going to do that with another one. Man. I know it's just an Oreo. The sweetness is up there, but it's toffee. If you were to blindfold me, the flavor jumps immediately, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. We're going to go for another one, and we're going to dunk it. We got to do it. Man, this is a lovely situation here. All right. Try and keep the focus. So my focus needs focus. There you go. Hang on, hang on. All right. It looks pretty legit. Like I said, it's a pretty thick version of almond milk. This is really, really nice. Here we go. Oreos come alive with milk, always. Wow. Even creamier. And this is unsweetened vanilla that I have. So a little bit of the back end vanilla. It's kind of cheating just a little bit because it's adding extra flavor. But guys, look at the cream action on that. Banging situation. There is no shortage of the toffee goodness. These are two winners easily. That ultimate chocolate and this one. Really strong. Man. All right. Let's do one more. One more in there. Got it in. Hopefully that's staying focused. Stay focused. My focus needs focus. Wow. Man. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh. There's the crunchy. Got a little bit of the sugar granule with that. All right. Easy recommendation. Believe it or not, you only need just two of these to really satisfy yourself. 140 calories for two, naturally. Wow. I am impressed with this, guys. I am impressed with this. Overall, let's just jump right to the rating with this one. Quality, just to give a quick breakdown. It resonates beautifully in the toffee factor because you're getting the residual flavor in the background. It's kind of buttery initially up front when you try the cream by itself. I didn't get any of the sugar granules in the first one that I got. You know, naturally when I had the cookie, it was probably mixed in with that, but nothing really stood out. The second one I did a little bit better. This is really tasty, guys. Sugar crystals, toffee flavored cream, artificially flavored, whatever they're doing to simulate, you know, freaking Nabisco, man. They really know how to do some of these flavors pretty well. But I got to say, it works well. And naturally with the chocolate of the cookie, that's, I think, what's adding the additional flavor to it there. Had they done this with like a vanilla cookie, obviously it wouldn't make sense because of what they're showing you here. Maybe possibly a caramel flavored or something different. But the quality of that cookie along with the toffee is really shining through with this. So the essence of toffee is there. The butteriness there is there. It's rich. And naturally with the sugar level along with the cookie as well. Overall scale of 1 to 10 for peeping this out. You know, naturally I'm going to have to say a 9 out of 10. It's not my go-to naturally. I like this a lot, But that ultimate chocolate has my heart right now. I mean, the 3 layers of chocolate on the inside of that, it's more of like a mega stuff or one of the overstuffed ones. But this, the flavor is spot on. So guys, anything in terms of what they do with mapley flavor, I think the essence is going to be the same. So I think it's similar here, but this does toffee beautifully well. So an easy recommendation. And this one is actually not one of the limited editions where they're a smaller portion. So this looks like it's going to be a family deal for a bit. I mean, this is really packed up pretty nicely. Always made with real cocoa. So solid, guys. I mean, I have so much fun checking out these Oreo flavors with you guys here on live stream. It's so much fun to do. This is a great addition to try. And then naturally on the very back, they've got a chocolate hazelnut here as well, and the Java chip in there too. So I may need to get caught up at some point just to kind of see what we can do there as well. But shout outs to all of you Oreo fans out there as well too there. And also, just in case my cousin Sam is watching, shout out to you over in Philly right now. Hopefully everything is going well. I know it's not too cold for you over there, but homie hugs to you always, Sam, for sure. Good stuff. Definitely good stuff with this. Really, really good stuff. Toffee Crunch Flavor Cream. Banging situation. I would highly recommend this one. Again, it does the job. It does it well. And I got to say, it comes alive with the milk action. Whether you do almond milk, whether you do 2%, 1% skim milk, or heck, if you dip it in water, I think it's going to do fine as well. Well, actually, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is actually a really good combination, guys. The Khalifa Farms variation of their almond milk along with those. Lovely situation indeed. Really good. Good times. Definitely good times with that. And it's getting me primed for dinner right now, which if you guys are going to ask, just in case I'll get caught up in the chat here in just a second, I'm probably going to be going over to In-N-Out with the wifey, I have a feeling, because I saw a reel today, which actually shows that there are 6 different variations of onions that you can get at In-N-Out. And this guy actually ordered all 6. One of them is whole grilled onions. Whole grilled onions. Whenever I go to get my double animal style no tomato, I always ask for extra grilled onions and raw onions. But I think I'm just going to max it out and do the 6. Personally, I really want to do that. I just want to see what that's like. Just a total onion machine, you know, with the patties. So I may do that actually, for sure. I've got a kind of a busy weekend ahead of me, but at the same time, content's already locked in, so you guys are ready to go. But it's going to be a fun evening, I have a feeling. So we'll have to see. So let me get caught up in the chat here. Let me see. It's going to jump on down. Drew says 8.5. I give it a straight 9, man. I'm going to round it up because it was really good. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, whole grill onions, way to go. I'm going to give that a shot. We're going to go for a walk over there. I don't know about doing the animal style fries. If the wifey wants it, we'll probably do that. But I'm excited either way. I love spending time with the wifey. Let's see here. Money Boo, you remember a zesty chicken bowl from Taco Bell? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Guys, if I do get this burger, if we do decide to go tonight, I'll make sure to put a picture on IG. So if that's the case, maybe later on this evening, you will see that. So keep watching my IG at Peep This Out Reviews. You'll find that story there. This is going to be kind of cool. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I don't know if it's going to be warm enough to have it outside, but we'll have to see. It's a little bit chilly right now. According to my digital thermometer here, well, 70-ish, so it's not too bad. We'll have to see. But yes, guys, definitely recommend Toffee Crunch Action, the Oreo goodness there. I love doing these cookie reviews on live stream for you. You already know what it is. Yes, and that never dip an Oreo in water. That's very true. Misty Smith, Peep This Out live stream is filmed at Nickelodeon Studios Orlando at Universal Studios Florida. Beauty Mate, yes, you already know. Don't give out this is all green screen behind me. This is all green screen. I'm actually on location right now in Florida, for sure. Chopped chilies to go with it. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, that's the wifey. She's always down. We get the chilies and we get a little extra packet of spread too that we put on there. So you already know. Money Boo, never been to In-N-Out. God, I am so sorry that you have not been. It's definitely a bomb situation. Dom, grilled onions are better than raw onions. Yes, they are. But believe it or not, I like getting the duality of both because they're crunchier for the raw and the grilled naturally has the extra flavor. So when you put those together, you're getting a little bit of extra crunch and it's definitely a good situation, for sure. Erna, you followed my suggestion on the last stream and suggested Toffee Crunch. Yes, 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 yes. How'd it get them? I mean, naturally, I told you I saw them in the store the last time and I should have done it then. But I definitely am glad to have checked it out for sure. Let's see. Drew, I want to get roadkill fries from In-N-Out. Get roadkill fries. What am I missing, Drew? What am I missing? Have you seen it? Sorry if I've already asked, but what's your favorite general burrito from Taco Bell? And it's not a quesarito. You know, believe it or not, I like just the regular bean and cheese burritos. I just like a regular bean burrito with the little onions that they put in there. Anything else after that, the burrito supreme, I can kind of take it or leave it. It's been the same forever. I don't really get that too often. But the bean burritos I do like to get. Well, actually, you just reminded me, I think tomorrow or the day after, I have a free reward in the app actually for a free item, and I think one of them is a bean burrito, so I may have to go do that just to get it. So we'll have to see. Have you seen a favorite McDonald's menu item, non-burger? That's a cross between the McChicken and the Chicken McNuggets. It depends upon how I feel for that, but no, more often than not, I'm usually getting a 6-piece McNugget and a McDouble. So actually, that hack I've done before, just eating them differently, not at the same time in the sandwich the way I did that review, the way it's intended, but as like kind of a side item, you know, for that too. Here, favorite Popeyes menu item, of course, their sandwich. I love the sandwich, which is an amazing deal. But their regular chicken is banging too. I love their chicken thighs and the legs from Popeyes. Their chicken is good. It's just a little bit on the pricier side compared to the other guys, but it's good. It's definitely good. Larry Nguyen, have I heard of a YouTuber named Mark Ween? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Drew, animal fries with a patty on top. Okay, that makes sense. Roadkill fries. Okay, that sounds pretty tasty, actually. And Chorito, yes, Moon Boo, that's you already know. Burger King just announced the new Korean barbecue Whopper. Crazy. I would like to see what that is. I love checking out the variations of our stuff overseas. Definitely, guys, again, Critical East Japan, you need to be hooked up with them for sure. He covers all of those, as well as just an awesome array of content all around that in the food space and in snack space, all of that there, including what school lunches are like as well too, for a few days, if not a week, I think it was. Good times there from Paul over Critical East Japan. For sure. And also, obviously, up north in Canada, they do a lot of things differently too. So, of course, Jackie Hero Food Reviews is a great spot to check out for that too. There are a lot of the fast food stuff, as well as all the snack and goodies that are local. Tim Hortons for donuts, naturally, and all the other stuff that they do as well. Jesse, shout outs to you there. Shout out to my friend John, aka Chicken Man. Cool. Hopefully you're definitely still driving and not looking down too much, and you didn't do that, or if you're doing any donation, you're at a stoplight or stop sign before you do anything. But shout outs to you there, Jesse. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, good times, good times. Guys, I can't believe it's already up on dinner time for me very soon here. James Morrison, I know you've done a few McDonald's breakfast reviews, but I think you can do more. Do not worry, James. You will see one soon. You will see one very soon, actually. Good times. All right, let's see here. Guys, this was kind of a quick one tonight. It felt like it went kind of fast, right? I mean, for me anyway. I mean, I know I'm doing a lot of talking throughout the hour here, so it really just flies by. But at the same time, I'm so glad to be able to do this stuff for you here. I got to tell you, there's a lot of comments that are jumping out right now that I'm getting notified from my content on YouTube right now. Usually when I do this stuff, it's almost like, you know, it's distracting how much it's popping out with all of you guys commenting. But thank you for doing that, by the way. Thank you for loving the content and for interacting, of course. It is definitely appreciated for sure. It's good times, definitely good times. Which, guys, speaking of which good times, we are very close to the Batman coming out in theaters. I'm super excited. You guys all know I'm a huge Batman fan. And that Batman calzone is still one of my favorite marketing promos. I think probably the ultimate thing that you can eat that looks like the bat symbol, which was really good naturally there. And especially considering the price point, you're paying more for the marketing of it naturally, even though you're getting, you know, the sides that they flare open, so you're getting less calzone by doing that. But if you guys have seen my review of that, I recommend they come out with just the calzone in the shape of a question mark for the Riddler, just because it would be kind of fun to match up. I mean, just to kind of do that. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with that movie for sure. Annette Cervantes, can you post your IG on IG so we can see the onions on it? Yes, I will do that for you. I'll see about just taking a picture, as well as simply just, you know, putting the IG story in there as well initially, so you guys can take a look there. But I'll probably put that up there as well too to take a look. I'm expecting just a massive amount of onions, to be honest. I'm excited. Let's hear it for the boy Denise Williams. Yes, classic. Classic, classic, classic. I almost thought that was Whitney Houston in the beginning when that first song first came out. Thulsu, have I noticed a jump in fast food prices this year? Absolutely. And that's one of the things I talk about during the Cantina review, the Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos. Those should just be literally a value menu item. I got to be honest with you guys. I really was a little surprised by some of the pricing there. It's $2.39 for our side over here. But considering what it was and what those things usually go for, it was a little expensive for that, personally. So, Raider C, a big question mark stuffed breadstick would be cool. Yes, I agree. I agree. Critical Elites, I hope there's a scene in the movie where Batman goes to Little Caesars. I'm expecting at least them in the background during one of the chase scenes, Paul. That's usually what they do to get around stuff like that, to at least have product placement. I can see them not doing something like that, considering how Little Caesars has been pimping those posters. We don't have any of those posters here. When I got my my Batman calzone, I wasn't even offered an option for that. There was no promo that was out just yet. But man, I got to tell you, I was really super excited to see that those are available. So if I get that again, and I know I'm going to, I definitely want to get one of those little mini posters, you know, for sure. At least the one with Robert Pattinson, because he looks pretty awesome in the early version of the suit, which, you know, by the end of the third movie, he's going to look like he should traditionally, which I'm excited for. But I like the idea of it, you know, going back to the very first version of Batman where he had kind of a collar up on the cape. That actually goes way back to the very beginning. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with that. Kelsey, you're too pure for this world. What does that mean? Oh, there we go. Robert Hoops pledge via Patreon. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much for jumping in there. And I love seeing those emojis. I was waiting to see when that was going to happen at some point. And we had a little zombie action right there. So I'm glad to catch that one officially. And you're immortalized there, Robert. Thank you so much for that. Very, very cool. Very cool. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Larry Nguyen, do you know any good Mexican restaurants in Pasadena? You know, there is a spot on Colorado Boulevard right next to Super Burrito that the name always escapes me, but they do really, really good authentic Mexican food. I can't remember what the name is because I haven't gone since pre-COVID. It's been a couple of years, so I can't tell you for sure what it is, but that's actually a very good spot. Tacos Ensenada, which is kind of a cool throwaway spot. Not really as a restaurant, but it's kind of a quick takeout, and they have some tables around it up in Sierra Madre as well. There's Peppers in Arcadia, right by the Santa Anita racetrack, which is really good. Good stuff. Tony Schultz, what place has the best onion rings? The Hat, by far. The Hat is definitely banging here locally, as well as Tops. Tops does it as well. Jeffrey Strogan, Critical East Japan, I'll be reacting to some of your videos soon. Jeffrey, you got me curious. I got to see if you're one of those reaction peeps out there. I appreciate you jumping on there, and thank you for doing what you do. Definitely you're having fun doing that. I can tell you like to react to the videos. I can't wait to see what you've done in there. But good times, good times. Erna, next week on Friday will be exactly 10 years since Whitney Houston. Wow, has it been that long? Wow. All right, looking forward to seeing some of that content too. Actually, next weekend, since that's the Super Bowl weekend there, of course, we'll be taking a look at some fun things for Super Bowl. I think that you're going to be munching down on, so it should be a lot of fun. I actually have them here, but we're not going to do that until next week. So we'll see. Larry Nguyen, any more Masters of the Universe toys? We're all caught up right now. I've got a few things on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store that I'm not having shipped to me just yet because I want to kind of a bulk shipment together and ship it out at one time. But we've got the second to the last wave that just came out. There's 4 of them that are in there. There's a few different things, actually. A George Lucas Stormtrooper pre-order, which hasn't come in yet. As well, it's outside of Masters of the Universe, but you'll see some fun stuff there. So believe me, as the new stuff is coming in there, it's all pre-ordered. I'm all caught up now. I have every single one up above me on the wall over here, and actually further on down towards the end over there as well. We'll see them here showcased for sure. So we'll see what we can do as more and more start arriving, which is cool. Which, guys, I wanted to say what also is cool is I've had a huge amount of you guys here texting me back and forth on my social media. I got some questions. I got a few different things I got to answer here a little bit later tonight. I appreciate the content that you guys are rocking out to me that you'd like me to answer. Anything that you, anything of concern, anything that I can probably enlighten. We got a lot of peeps in the house here right now jumping in, almost 80 peeps currently. It has really been a very fun hour and a lot of fun checking out some really fun stuff with you guys right now, including Toffee Crunch flavor action. Guys, probably one of the better versions of Oreos out here by far, right up there with the ultimate chocolate. This was really good. Good times across the board with this. Dip this in your favorite type of milk, whether it's almond, whether it's legit regular. If you can stomach that, God bless you, because I can't really do it too much anymore. But good times. Jeffrey Strogan, yes, I've heard of Randy Santel. We were actually at CraveCon together back in 2016. He's a cool guy. I've met him live and in the flesh. We all had dinner together at a table. It was very cool. He's a really, really awesome guy. Amazing content and amazing appetite. That guy knows how to put it down. I love watching those videos. I love watching all the amazing food. I wish I can do to that degree. I just don't have that in me to do. But it looks amazing, especially when he does Italian food, pizza, stuff like that is a really, really awesome situation. I think he's on TikTok now as well. He's been posting a lot of stuff that kind of goes right into IG. So you see a lot of that content coming through. But I'm very excited about it. What he puts out, it's really, really awesome stuff. Let's see here. Min Lee, hope I will see the new Batman movie. Everyone should. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I don't know about the Debbie ice creams, little Debbie ice creams there and that, especially with how I am, but we're going to have to see as time goes by. I can't guarantee it though. I can't guarantee it. Subtegro, thanks so much for jumping on. My favorite passive aggressive. What is going on? He is in the house as we're rounding it out. You just immortalized yourself officially here as we're closing out the stream. It is all good. I cannot wait to get some food right now. I can't even tell you. I've built up a pretty crazy appetite for sure. So guys, again, let me send a huge homie hug and shout out to each and every one of you guys. This was a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad you guys hopefully enjoyed the Toffee Crunch Oreos and all of the content throughout the hour here. You'll find all that stuff down below. If you're catching us on the replay and you've made it this far in, thank you so much for doing that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that good stuff. We'll do the official closings here in just a second. Yes, Thulsu, Sub knows what's up. He knows what's up. Great to be on here with you guys as always. Every Friday, more often than not, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as usual. If there's ever a change to that, you will find that communicated on Instagram, on IG stories where I usually post that. So make sure you guys are following. All the social media links are down below in the description box, as well as the first pinned comment here on the channel. And again, guys, I appreciate all the love and support from you guys, definitely. Favorite Girl Scout? What are your Girl Scout cookies? I think there's, you know, I don't know the name of them, but there's a peanut butter one. That's one of my favorites. I'm not good with the names of the Girl Scout cookies, but that's the main one for sure. Also can't wait to see the onions on the In-N-Out. I can't wait to get it right now. I'm very hungry for that. So I think it's going to be kind of fun to go walk up and do not too far away to get that there. But good times across the board, guys. Again, thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to be here in the chat as long as I possibly can. Usually about a minute or two before it times out over here. So naturally, I'll be here in the chat saying as much as we can. I appreciate all the love and support for you guys here. And just to round it out, again, to all my peeps that are really in sub-crazy weather right now on the other end of the country, if you're under the planet, wherever you may be, stay warm, stay toasty. But of course, stay frosty at the same time. You know, you guys know how to do that, right? Just keep watching the content, all the fun stuff. And we'll definitely do it again here very soon. I appreciate you guys jumping on. And with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream pre-Super Bowl weekend, guys. I mean, next week is going to be the thing, the big lead up to the big game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times as always, guys. Thanks so much for jumping in. Lots of fun putting this one together for you. And again, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Saturday. This will be released on the 5th. We'll have the stream ready for you, and then you'll have another review, literally 6-7 days in a row from last Monday all the way to Sunday. It's been a crazy week with a lot more coming to you guys there. A lot more coming for you guys. Dulsu, who are you rooting for at the Super Bowl? You know what? I don't really have a favorite because I really wasn't a favorite of those teams, even though the Rams naturally are here in LA. But of course, I really would love to see LA kind of do what they do. I just really want to have a competitive game, a good game, and just have a good time. Plus, have pizza. I really, really love eating pizza on Super Bowl Sunday. So very much excited for that for sure. So guys, you have a safe weekend. Dom's World, you do the same. I appreciate you. To everybody here in the chat. Sub, what it do? I appreciate the frowning devil face. God bless you, my friend. I appreciate you jumping on and good times. And if anyone may have missed anything up to this point, Dove Coolness. Yes, don't worry. The replay will be up 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Friday or Saturday, the 5th of February, next time, which is tomorrow. And we'll get it going here. But guys, shout outs to all of you. And thank you so much for jumping on. To all my super chatters, PayPalers, of course, you guys are listed down below as well. After the fact, you can always do that too. You guys will be listed by the time I check the stream again later tonight. I'll update and do everything I can there. But thank you so much to all my amazing mods and all my amazing content creators and everyone in the community who really does the job and really puts it out on the daily and really does, you know, literally has a blast doing it. You can feel it when you watch videos. It's just a really, really awesome thing to contribute to the community and to have you guys be part of it along with me right now. So thank you so much for doing that tonight. And I will definitely catch you in the next review, which is coming this weekend. So after Saturday's review tomorrow, the replay of this, you'll find another piece of brand new content on Sunday, and then leading into next week again. There's a lot to finish up, a lot to check out, and then it all starts again with some other stuff that's coming. Lots of great stuff. And Annette, thanks so much for shouting out the handles here for my social media down below. But shout outs to each and every one of you guys. Whatever you do this weekend, do it safely, have fun, stay warm, stay toasty, and without a doubt, stay frosty. And with that, peace. I'm out.